Welcome back to a new video. In this workout, I had some no hook, no feet snatches, no hook, no feet clean and jerk, and that was really about it. These were feeling pretty decent. I was generally still sore. I think the squat volume I did earlier in the week had an impact. Yesterday's session was nice. I just have a really light one. If you notice, the camera angle's a little bit different. I kind of teased this in a previous video, but I messed around with my camera stand to have it a little bit further back in the shed, so I'm able to have what I think seems like a little bit better of an angle. You're able to see more of the top of the bar. I might play around with it more, but it's certainly in a better spot because you don't see the right shelf quite as much, and you see more of the actual lifting platform, which is obviously ideal. Originally, you're supposed to be some doubles at 90. I did 2 doubles at 90, and then I had the idea of moving up a little bit. So I did a single at 90, and then went up to 100 and missed it the first time, made it the second time, and then took a jump to what I thought was 107, but it was a combination of me clarking the weight, but also misloading the weight. So I had 5 pounds less on the left side of it. So there was no shot of me doing that, of course. And once I saw that I misloaded and /clarked the weight, I just decided to call it there because it didn't really feel that great, and didn't want to really push it beyond. I figured I would just probably clark it if I tried it again, and honestly that's fine. The best ever that I could see on the app, and you see there, it's kind of a funny miss. The bar is actually pretty close to my center of gravity, so when I dropped it down, I didn't really have room to push my knees forward, so I just kind of had to sit back. Thankfully, that doesn't really happen too much, but there's the good old Clark. But thankfully, that doesn't happen too much, and generally, I was pretty happy with how they go. 105 is the best, like I said, in that movement, and I would like to be able to do a little bit more than that, but I think it just kind of takes some time to be able to be prepared for that. Plus, the no hook really is a limiter in that movement. It's just such a limiter. Like, I can get to 90 and it feels like I could do a lot more, and then like you saw there at the 100, it just dies. But for these, they were supposed to be full cleans. I wanted to do powers just to see what it would feel like. There's not actually a way to change that into the app. They don't have no foot, no hook power cleans, which is not a very common complex, I would assume. But with 102, it wasn't too bad. There was, and on the last set, I went up to 125 here. I thought for a second, like, maybe power, but I kind of knew, like, I was probably going to have to do a full clean, and it felt very difficult. I don't think I necessarily caught it bad or anything. It was just a pretty big jump, and the heaviest I've done this week with clean and jerks, but generally happy with that. Pretty easy session for the most part, and of course, I did my accessories on Monday, so I don't have to worry about doing them in this session, but pretty easy session with a lot of no hook, no feet stuff. Just kind of nice to have a session like this. Nothing that was too crazy. Wasn't supposed to do any squats or pulls or anything either. So that's it. Talk to you all in the next one. Peace.